Two students want to measure the rate of the following reaction. You're given an equation to use, and I would say pay particular attention to the state symbols. The question is, how could they measure the rate of reaction? And that would be 3 marks on an exam. So pause the video, have a go yourself, then check back in with the video. So there's several ways you could do this, so long as you've spotted from the state symbols that a gas is being produced. So the first option would be to use a gas syringe connected to a conical flask. You would add both reactants to the flask and start the stopwatch, and then measure the volume of gas produced after 30 seconds. The second option would be to use a conical flask connected by a delivery tube to an upturned measuring cylinder filled with water. You'd add both reactants to the flask and start the stopwatch, and this way you would measure the volume of gas after 30 seconds. And the third option would be to use the decrease in mass method. So you would place a conical flask on a balance and add both reactants. You'd record the mass at the start and after 30 seconds. The decrease in mass is equal to the mass of gas produced. And you'll notice with all 3 methods, it's important there's a time element. So whether you're measuring the volume of gas or the mass of the gas, you must do it for a certain length of time. Question B. The students decide to use the balance to measure the decrease in mass. Here are their results. The mass at the start is 275.63 grams. The mass after 30 seconds is 275.18 grams. Calculate the mean rate of reaction and give the units. So have a go for yourself, then check the answers. So the first thing we need to calculate is the decrease in mass. So we do the first mass, take away the mass after 30 seconds, and we get 0.45 grams. And this is equivalent to the mass of gas produced. You then need to remember the equation that the mean rate of reaction is the amount produced divided by time. So in this case, we've produced 0.45 grams of gas and it took 30 seconds. And that works out at 0.015, and the units are going to be grams per second. Question C. The 2 students used large pieces of calcium carbonate for their experiment, but they then planned to repeat it using calcium carbonate powder. Describe and explain the effect this would have on the rate of reaction. Well, those 2 command words that are underlined, the first one, describe, means say what happened. So there would be a higher rate of reaction. Explain means say why it would happen. So we need to talk about particles and collisions. So there'd be a higher rate of reaction because the powdered calcium carbonate has a larger surface area. And that means there would be more frequent collisions. So if you found this video useful, please remember to give it a like and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you for watching.